Hello and welcome to English Conversations 616. This is chapter 1, part 4 of 6. So in this clip or this video, we're going to look at the language and we're going to look at some ways we can use these expressions. But this is really where you need to be doing your own work, how you can modify these sentences to apply to stuff that you're interested in. Again, so as I emphasize in class, we want to start small talk. The reason we learn a language is to communicate. You're talking to other people. That helps you learn. If you're studying just for yourself, to talk to yourself, that's okay, but it doesn't particularly help your brain and what it needs in terms of stimulus to be most efficient and effective at learning. So we want to use these starters to start conversations with new friends or existing friends. So, hey, I noticed, are you into, and have you seen the new season of? So, every time we use an exclamation mark, we're adding emotion and energy into a conversation. That can be exciting. Hey, I noticed you have let's do Star Wars. I love Star Wars. A Star Wars bag. Right? So are you a fan? What's your favorite film? Obviously, well, your favorite film is the Star Wars movie selection, which there's like 100 of them, right? Some of them are really good, some of them are really bad. So, hey, I noticed you have a Star Wars bag. Or perhaps you have a Star Wars sticker. Are you a fan? What's your favourite film? You're starting in an excited manner and you're noticing something about somebody. You should always try to ask a question about anybody you meet. Where are you from? Where have you come from? What do you like? What do you do? Be interested in other people and then remember that during the conversation. Try and do a callback to show that you're interested and you were listening and paying attention. Are you into? If you're into something, it means are you interested in? So we could do, are you interested in, let's say for example, Friends. Friends, the TV show. Are you interested in Friends? Are you into Friends? Or The Big Bang Theory. The Big Bang Theory. You'll get a sense of the types of TV shows I like, or did when I was younger, which is fine. They're pretty good. I really enjoyed The Big Bang Theory. Friends is my favourite comedy or sitcom, I think. Seinfeld is pretty close. Pretty similar. So are you into? And again, if you don't like shows or movies, you might want to broaden this question out. Are you into horror stories? Right? Are you into gardening? Are you into cooking? Are you into knitting? Right? Any hobby can be attached at the end, and what that shows the person is that you're curious about them. What are you interested in? Are you into is a specific, direct question. This is quite closed. If you wanted to ask an open question, so this is a closed type. If you wanted to ask an open question, you would ask, what are you into? Right? Or what kind of, for example, what kind of TV shows are you into? That's more of an open question. So then the person can answer blah, 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 anything, rather than being limited to a yes, no, or not really. But again, you're paying attention to somebody's details. Have you seen the new season of Game of Thrones, for example? I know these are dated references, but some of the more famous dramas and movies and stuff came out quite a few years ago, so it's good to use that. So this is GOT, Game of Thrones. And it's quite divisive as a TV show, because some people really enjoyed it until the ending. But no spoilers here, remember? So I recommend if you want to watch stuff like that, go back and watch it. You'll probably find it on some streaming sites. Easy to download. You want to share your interests. So beginning the small talk is more about trying to find out how to continue the conversation. Sharing interests is giving somebody an invitation to keep talking with you. So sometimes people are shy and you need to talk something, you need to say something first. You need to introduce an opportunity to have a conversation. So I'm a huge fan of DC. A different, Batman, Wonder Woman, The Flash, Superman. I'm a huge fan of Twilight. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I said that. Twilight. Is that, I don't know, that's not how you spell Twilight. Oh my gosh. See, my brain didn't want to write it down. My brain didn't want to write that word. Because, I'm a huge fan of Twilight. Okay, don't worry. Vampire thing. I'm not going to edit this out. I'm a huge fan of Superman. I'm a huge fan of whatever. Cooking. I'm a huge fan of Italian cuisine. I'm a huge fan of Spanish cuisine. I'm a huge fan of reading. I'm a huge fan of gardening. It doesn't have to be a particular genre of entertainment. It can be any hobby. I'm a huge fan of snowboarding. You like watching snowboarding? You like doing snowboarding? A fan, you're just somebody who loves doing that or interested in that topic. I can't wait for the next season. I'm excited. This is sort of open-ended, so the person can reply to you. Yeah, me too. I can't wait for the next season. Me too. And then blah, blah, blah. You start a conversation. What did you like about last season? What's your favorite episode? Right? Or you could have a favorite character. All right, who? Who's your favorite character? So, for example, in Harry Potter, lots of characters. You could be like her. You could be a Ron fan. You could be a Hagrid fan. You might be a Harry fan. Okay, you could be a Luna fan, etc., etc. You might be a Voldemort fan. That's okay too. I always rewatch the last season before the new one drops. You might want to change here in terms of your frequency adverb. I don't always rewatch. I sometimes. You might want to say, I used to. This is different. I used to rewatch. I used to rewatch the last season before the new one drops. Now I don't, because I don't have time. So it's a change of behavior. Maybe you became less of a fan or less of an addict, and now you prioritize other things. I usually, always is 100%, 100%, always. Usually, you might looking at 70 to 80%. Sometimes you're looking at maybe 50 to 60, that kind of range. It's a bit flexible, person to person, but used to means before you did, now you don't. If you want to go down to 0%, by the way, I never rewatch. Some people never rewatch old seasons. Some people never rewatch the same movie. I hope that was helpful. Thank you for watching.